you. Are we good to go? Kind of? Maybe? We'll see. Let's get an official out here.
That's how I like to do it.
And here are both of your competitors.
PrideStyle Pro, West Coast Pro, turn the tide 3. I'm the professional wrestling professional, Dino Marks, joined tonight by Ethan Lawmaster.
And the bear, Maximum Booby.
Bear, yeah, I'm a fucking bear.
We have come to the main event of the evening, folks, and do we have a treat for professional wrestling fans far and wide?
And if you're going to send anybody to challenge our PrideStyle Pro World Champion, no better choice than the workhorse of West Coast Pro, the Blue Flame 𝗪𝗪𝗀. Somebody who's carved out a name for taking on anyone and anyone, shattering skulls, breaking jaws, and taking gold left and right. A former West Coast Pro Golden Cage champion, wins over the likes of Brian Keith, Speedball Mike Bailey, Mad Dog Connolly. And we're going to bring all that experience to the ring here today to take home some PrideStyle Pro Gold.
It's a hell of a hit list. The list of folks that you have mentioned falling at the hands of 𝗪𝗪𝗀.
Yeah, that's a pretty good list. But I think his opponent tonight might be just a little bit better.
He might be a little bit biased.
And here comes our champ. Chris Nasty turning over a new leaf at the start of this year, rejoining with the cartel. And we've had a fair share of things to say about the cartel, but make no mistake, the success is still there.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
The cartel are great guys, obviously. Everyone loves the cartel. And everyone loves our champion. You can see right here, everyone is giving him the respect he deserves.
And though the attitude of Chris Nasty leaves a lot to be desired, the results speak for themselves. Defense after defense, successful for the Lucha Scumbag. They're looking to keep that up tonight.
I mean, as far as competitors go, Chris Nasty, one of the best on the planet. As far as friends go, one of the best on the planet.
Your best friend in the entire planet, as I understand. Yep. Whoa, there's a lucky fan.
Ah, man. What a great guy.
PrideStyle Pro, West Coast Pro. We've reached tonight's contest is a championship match scheduled for one fall. And it is for the PrideStyle Pro World Championship. Your official Nick. Introducing first the challenger. From East Oakland, California, weighing in at 210 pounds, the Blue Flame And introducing his opponent, the champion, representando a el cartel de los villanos desde La Habra, California. There is no better life than the low life. He is your reigning and defending PrideStyle Pro World Champion,
And the crowd here in San Diego is so lucky to have him. Am I right, guys?
I gotta say, it's an interesting clash of styles between Chris Nasty and 𝗪𝗪𝗀. 𝗪𝗪𝗀, a striker, a powerhouse. Chris Nasty, a high flyer. Going to be interesting to see how those two worlds collide in this matchup.
And collide they will as soon as we get the sound of the bell and get that championship title out of the hands of Chris Nasty.
Nasty wisely not handing it over to the ref. He doesn't want anything to get scuffed or anything like that.
Reluctant to relinquish it.
Well, yeah, it's his belt.
It shows what he's done to defend that title, to maintain his spot at the top of PrideStyle. But Zoe would love nothing more than to take it from him. As your Turn the Tide main event is upon us, a West Coast Pro versus PrideStyle super fight for the top prize in all of Las Vegas, the PrideStyle Pro World Championship.
All right. And so begins the next successful title defense by our champion, Chris Nasty. What do you guys want to talk about now?
All right. 𝗏𝗶 has called it at the very beginning of the match. We shall see how this proceeds.
The result is to be determined. As these two lock horns, as mentioned, the power advantage goes to 𝗪𝗺𝗏, and Chris Nasty knows it with a handful of hair, backing Zoe into the ropes.
I don't know about all that.
I saw a clear grip on those dreads, 𝗏𝗶.
Nasty behavior from the nasty one.
Good job, Chris.
And the top of the hat from the Bear.
Hey, don't listen to them, Chris. Don't listen to them, all right? Just stick to the game plan.
What'd they say?
You're not his corner man, you're a commentator, 𝗏𝗶.
Hey, that's my best friend in there. I'm his corner man for life.
That being said, these two lock horns once again.
You got a sweet mouth, 𝗏𝗶.
Thank you.
Nasty once again with a handful of hair, but Zoe able to reverse it.
Yeah, what is Zoe doing right there? Look at that. Cheap tactics by 𝗪𝗺𝗏.
And pulling on the hair isn't.
We didn't even see that happen. How do we know for sure what you saw? We don't all share your eyes, Lawmaster, all
when
right?
this is uploaded on the PrideStyle Pros YouTube channel, I will take my phone, zoom in, and I will show you that those hands were on the dreads.
You can't
That's
just send
besides
me
the
a
point.
clip. Beautiful. He was going in for that lockup, and Chris Nasty said, no. I'm going to ring your arm instead.
So quick to fire off with those palm strikes.
Ooh, buddy.
With those heavy hands, those chops. Smart strategy by Chris Nasty.
Yeah, our champion's very, very smart. That's how he stayed champion for so long. Oh,
Ooh, boy.
a little bit of a reversal.
With a hammer lock. Trying to wear down the champ, but once again going after the hair in clear view of us.
I don't even know what you're looking at. I see a man wrestling over there. Very wise headlock takeover.
Zoe, however, reverses into a cover, grabbing a hold of the knee.
Oh,
And
boy.
Nasty scrambling to that bottom rope.
Talk about cheap wrestling. Look at that. What was that?
Oh, well.
Just
All
a
right.
reminder.
I see how that's how they do it in NorCal. Here in SoCal, we fight with honor.
Of what Chris Nasty is facing. A reminder of a challenge that awaits him. And the challenge that he will face.
Is the blue part of Blue Flame like he's sad that he's not as good as Chris Nasty?
Oh, boy.
Regardless, the best will be determined once that bell rings. Once the winner hoists up that PrideStyle Pro World Championship. Now it's Nasty.
𝗪𝗺𝗏 with some hoisting of his own, but now being brought right down to the canvas.
Grinding that elbow into the shoulder. And a surprisingly technical approach from Chris Nasty.
What's surprising about it? He's champion because he's a great wrestler.
We get another cover.
Yeah, get him back, ref. Chris Nasty, yeah, collect your thoughts. Good idea. That's smart. It's champion's advantage. He can't really get counted out and lose the title, so he knows he's just going to walk around. Take a look.
𝗪𝗺𝗏
But so
opening the
kindly
door.
welcoming Chris Nasty back into the ring.
Yeah, because he doesn't know where the ring is. He's got eyes. Like, I think 𝗪𝗺𝗏 is a fantastic wrestler. I think he's better than a lot of people we've seen even tonight.
𝗪𝗺𝗏 taking.
But his tactics are just shocking to me.
Oh, gracious me.
And there we go. Now we're actually having a wrestling match again with a fighting. That's right, Chris.
Getting the jump on 𝗪𝗺𝗏.
See, my man knows what's going on.
Laying on the hands and laying on the chops.
I don't know why the crowd is calling 𝗪𝗺𝗏 culero. He's just losing.
The target of that champ may not be the one you think it is. Ooh. Zoe, however, the rising knee to the gut. Sweeps the legs. Ooh. Taking Chris Nasty down with a chop.
And see, that's what I'm talking about. I think Zoe is a fantastic wrestler. I couldn't do some of that.
Those quick strikes in quick succession.
Oh,
Product of 15 years as a practitioner of Muay Thai.
Uppercutted my friend all the way to Europe.
Yeah, that's right.
Pointed the elbow directly to the jaw, and the snap says it all. Ooh. Thudding chop across the chest of Chris Nasty.
Chris Nasty's getting punished in this corner here.
You hit like a bitch!
Oh.
But I would not fire up the blue flame.
That was very smart of Chris. Oh, my God.
What were you saying, Bobby?
How smart is it now?
I think it's very smart. What Chris was doing was baiting 𝗪𝗪𝗻 to show him how hard he strikes, and now Chris knows and he's going to use it to his advantage. 𝗪𝗪𝗻 walks right into that one. Foolish, foolish man.
Well,
good wrestler, foolish man.
Chris Nasty, though, able to reverse the whip. Up and over goes 𝗪𝗪𝗻. Lands on his feet, serving up yet another chop.
See, and Chris knew how to absorb it because he asked for his strongest strike.
That grimace on the face says otherwise.
He's smiling.
Rocketed into the corner and another chop into the heart.
That time with some momentum behind it.
Quite a bit of momentum. But if you would hear Bovey tell it, that's exactly what our champion is asking for.
Yep.
So charges in.
All according to plan.
Nasty able to get the boot up, caught by Zoe.
I wonder what they're talking about.
Ooh.
Oh, to be a fly on the wall in this ring. Oh, my goodness.
That was incredible.
Sky-high exploder suplex by 𝗪𝗪𝗻.
The explosive strength by the blue flame. Oh, my goodness. I love you, Chris, but I can't ever deny a good suplex.
Big suplex man.
Wait, hold on.
As now it's Zoe sent into the corner. Nasty, however, trying to bide his time.
Just barely sent into the corner. Pushed off.
Pleading with 𝗪𝗪𝗻.
Oh, look, they're having a discussion. Chris is using his words. Shut up, everyone. Chris is using his words like an adult, and all these people are trying to egg it on. Unbelievable San Diego crowd.
Chris might be having a discussion, but I think 𝗪𝗪𝗻 is looking for a wrestling match. Ooh. Holy great.
Jawbreaker able to create some separation.
See, that's where you use your words.
Springing off the middle rope with a kick for 𝗪𝗪𝗻.
Glancing the throat of 𝗪𝗪𝗻.
Tries for the Menchinoku driver. Zoe able to escape.
Now.
Sick, flying into that corner.
Ass over tea kettle into the turnbuckles.
The wisdom involved in Chris Nasty's game plan. How do you not be impressed?
But not
Master,
wise
how do you
enough.
not be impressed?
I don't know. Was the 3 counted?
I mean, yeah, it's the game plan. It's still running.
We'll have to see about that. Chris Nasty, though, giving up the assault.
Oh, boy.
Just ragdoll in the head of 𝗪𝗪𝗻. But at some point, Nasty's going to have to turn the heat up here. He's got to think of something big if he wants to take home that championship. Scooping up and planning 𝗪𝗪𝗻. Nasty.
This might be exactly what you were asking for, Lawmaster.
Out to the apron.
Oh, shades of the late, great you-know-who.
In with the senton Atomiko.
If you have to be told, you're not a fan.
Yeah, if you don't know, Chris Nasty's shoulders will tell you. Speaking of shoulders, 𝗪𝗪𝗻 able to get those shoulders off the mat for 2.
Yep, all part of the game plan. Good job, Chris. Wear him out.
So any action that we will see before our very eyes, you will say is as foretold by our champion, Chris Nasty.
Very smart guy.
And wise.
Yeah. Smart, wise, clever, thoughtful. Keep going, Lawmaster. You know you're a wordsmith.
Now bending. 𝗪𝗪𝗻 against that top rope.
Oh, boy.
And a big drop kick to the lower back.
The biggest.
I love what I just saw. The innovation of our champion.
And we've talked up the striking game of 𝗪𝗪𝗻, but you cannot deny the strength either. And going after that lower back, that's going to be a devastating blow to that strength of 𝗪𝗪𝗻.
Yeah, a lot of those strikes actually originate the energy, the power coming from the entire body. So you cut that body in half, you cut the efficacy of those strikes.
Most people do not kick out of what just happened because 𝗪𝗪𝗻, man, that's a tough guy. This is a strong guy. He's beaten a lot of people for a reason. It was not an accident. That's why Chris has been preparing this game plan so hard.
Oh, I can't. You know, we talk about the wisdom and smarts of Chris Nasty. I don't think that was a clever maneuver.
Opening a door to a 10X combo from 𝗪𝗛𝗀. But once again, going after the dreads, falls up with a drop kick.
Combo breaker.
Hey. This crowd very, very pleased with Chris Nasty.
But a defiant kick out from 𝗪𝗛𝗀. Tells Chris Nasty he's still got a long way to go if he wants to defend that championship.
Hey, Chris, I need you to relax down there. Come on, bud. Just stick to the plan.
Oh, goodness. Throwing 𝗪𝗛𝗀 onto the concrete and into the capacity crowd at Mujeres.
Now sent soaring to the concrete floor. Nasty thinking something big.
Good job, Chris. Yeah, smart. Good job. There he goes. Where's that 10 count? Come on, he's just laying out there.
Chris taking his sweet-ass time.
Bobby, you're the professional wrestler among us. Is this comfortable to splay yourself upon the top rope like this?
Absolutely. When you've got lats like that, you can definitely bear the pain of, those are just, because those aren't ropes.
Those aren't ropes.
I know, right? What the fuck is with that slow count? See, Chris is saying what I was saying.
To what you were saying, those are not ropes?
No, those are elevator cables that got tape on them. But when you have a muscular back and legs like Chris Nasty or myself, it doesn't hurt to lay on them.
And utilizing that muscle. Firing off these chops.
You don't want to stay down, huh?
Continuing.
I'll make you go down.
To batter the chest of 𝗀.
Oh, that only awoken the beast inside of 𝗪𝗛𝗀.
Just popping the pecs and absorbing these chops.
That is incredible.
But that time, blocks the punch. Letting up Chris Nasty with these strikes once again. Goes for the roundhouse, catches the boot from Chris Nasty. Step up knee to perfection.
The barrage of offense, this combination.
Now scooped up onto the shoulders. Oh! Across the knee.
Oh my God. Sorry, just a horrible thing to see.
I knew that wasn't going to be enough. I didn't even sweat it. I don't know why you guys were sweating on that one. You guys thought, but I didn't.
Tingle shooting up the spine of Chris Nasty after that devastating shot.
Tingle's shooting up my spine when I see Chris Nasty kicking out because our champion is tough.
The way that Chris Nasty's body is twitching on the floor there like a fish out of water.
But now Chris Nasty trying to maintain hold of 𝗪𝗛𝗀, but it's no use. Sent off into the ropes. 𝗀 creates some separation. Eats a back elbow from Chris Nasty.
I could have saw that coming.
Nasty now leaps over into the schoolboy pin.
Oh, look at
What are we seeing? Ref going to count?
very close
But
eye
Chris
from
with
our
some
official.
special
Oh,
deadlift Liger bomb, but only a 2.
that should have been 3, but that's okay. Good job, Chris. The strength it would take to lift up a body like that.
According to the game plan, that should have been the 3.
And Bobby, I'll throw you a bone here. Chris Nasty meeting 𝗪𝗛𝗀 on his battlefield, utilizing his strength, utilizing his strikes. It's impressive, I gotta say.
Thank you. Say more nice things about Chris Nasty. We'll wait.
I'll say more nice things about him before I say more nice things about you. That being said, we are keeping this action up. 𝗪𝗛𝗀 sluggish to get back up to his feet. Now hoisted up. Perhaps Chris looking for that mustache mountain.
Strong hoist. Whoa, no!
Victory roll by 𝗪𝗛𝗀. Only a 2. Victory eludes him, but for how much longer? Schoolboy cover by 𝗪𝗛𝗀. Same result. Gets the boot, falls up with a chop. Setting the chest ablaze.
Yeah,
That's Nasty. Looking for a hold of the waist. Gets the back elbow. Eats the hook kick.
Ooh, wow.
Welcome to Oakland!
Crunch.
But just barely able to evade.
Now, I knew Chris was going to kick out of that. I knew that was a surprise to all of you guys, but that was awful close. That was awful close. 𝗪𝗛𝗀 almost had our champion right there.
Chris Nasty's body crashing down.
But 𝗪𝗛𝗀 feeling the effects of this match so far. Feeling the damage that Chris Nasty has applied. Bringing the PrideStyle Pro World Champion back up to his feet. hold of the tights.
A bit of the tights there from our champion, Chris Nasty.
So
Oh!
nails the back elbow. Nasty falls up with a punch. Big forearms exchange back and forth from both competitors.
Oh, yes. Trading leather here. Let's go.
No signs of it slowing down, but signs of it speeding up as 𝗖𝗵𝗺 and Chris Nasty
Evenly
multiply the
matched,
strikes.
but for how much longer? Open hands raining down.
Whoa!
From 𝗖𝗵𝗺, but what a back fist by Chris Nasty. Back elbow falls up with a punch. Rising knee from Chris Nasty. But a big right hand from Zoe. 𝗖𝗵𝗺𝗧𝗬𝗪, and both men are down.
Oh!
Zoe raining down the forearm.
Oh! Both. Wow!
Look at this, ladies and gentlemen. Take a look. Feast your eyes. You can't do this shit. You can't. There's a reason why these guys are in this match right now, and you are not.
And there's only one place that can house it. PrideStyle Pro, West Coast Pro, under the same roof here in San Diego.
It's a beautiful thing.
The resounding cracks of those strikes. Like the crack of the bat over at neighboring Petco Park.
Ref, I'm going to need you to chill on this count. Nobody is going to be happy with this fast-ass count you're doing.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. What's going on with Chris Nasty here?
Chris getting fired up. He's getting angry.
Feeling the frustration.
The one thing I always tell him not to do is let his emotion get to him.
And so making him pay for it.
Absolutely.
Getting frustrated is not the game plan.
Series of strikes by 𝗖𝗵𝗺. Now scaling to the top. Not something you see Zoe do often.
Will it pay off?
You're going to pull out the stop. She's wrestling the Lucha Scumbag.
Oh, Chihuahua.
Nasty sent out to the apron.
Look
Gets
out
the forearm
below,
to Zoe.
folks. Look out below.
And looking for the Alhambra DDT, but
No.
shrugged off by Zoe.
All but shrugged off.
That's a strong guy.
Happy Butter Cutter!
It's technically fish. Whoa! Oh!
But unable to secure the 3.
Slow count by that ref.
But Nasty's not done. Scaling to the top, and 𝗏𝗑, you know what's coming next.
Kobe, what's coming next?
Easy victory.
Oh, dear. 𝗖𝗵𝗺 writhing in pain on the canvas, dangerously in position for this strike. Oh, no!
But against 𝗖𝗵𝗺, there's no such thing as easy. Prosecco knee from the Blue Flame.
Wow.
And with Chris Nasty right where he wants him. Zoe charging in.
Big boot across the face. Chris Nasty crumpling to the ground as 𝗖𝗵𝗺 once again takes it to the top rope.
And with an ode to West Coast Pro legend Kevin Blackwood. Stomp off the top.
Well, oh, and hooking that leg.
Oh, my gosh. Hey, ref. Don't scare us like that. We know that was only 2. We all knew it was
Milliseconds away.
Yeah, I certainly did not. I bit a hole in my cheek.
a millisecond. It was 1 second away. Would have got granular about it, I guess. Milliseconds.
But I can tell you this, that's how close it was. With everything that these two have put each other through. With all these hits, with all these moves, with all of this damage.
𝗖𝗵𝗺 sees the end of the tunnel. But Chris Nasty hugging onto the leg.
I think his kick pad is loose and Chris is trying to help him out.
Of
Oh,
course. Well, 𝗖𝗵𝗺 will stomp it back into place.
Burying that boot in the chest of the Lucha Scumbag.
that's in the throat.
Yeah, chest and throat underneath that bandana there.
𝗖𝗵𝗺 getting a little frustrated. It's kind of throwing sportsmanship out the window, I guess.
I have to wonder what damage lies beneath the bandana around the neck. And continuing that attack on the throat of Chris Nasty.
Oh, tried for that Godfist lariat. But Nasty unable to make it to his feet.
Chris Nasty wisely ducking out of the way. That's how smart our champion is. Big, huge brain. Big brain energy.
Whether with an active decision or a product
Yeah.
of the damage applied, Nasty will live on.
I just answered that.
Well, Chris Nasty not showing signs of life just yet after that tumble fall to the ground. What was that? Did you see that?
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Yeah, it must have been the wind. Oh!
Nasty now with a small package to retain his title. Not just yet.
Not like that.
Now
Slow
𝗪𝗛𝗥 back
count.
up to his feet.
𝗪𝗛𝗥𝗜, and then once again, what
And Tzigiri creates some space.
Whoa!
Finally, the Humber DDT. Nailed by Chris Nasty. Will be enough to retain the championship? I don't think so.
Oh, wow.
Well, Chris didn't want to end it like that anyways. He had other plans.
Tries for the Michinoku driver. Zoe lands on his feet. Tries for the gut fist lariat. Nasty able to evade. Eats one on the way back.
𝗪𝗛𝗥𝗜 is on fire, blue fire.
And at full speed, eats the Michinoku driver.
Nasty up top, familiar sight to see.
Frog splash from the heavens. And Nasty retains.
And just like that, clean as a whistle, our champion retains.
And still.
What a match. What a game plan. A genius game plan. Brilliant, smart, intelligent.
Nasty's going to have to fight even harder than that if he wants to defeat Johnny Robbie. Mania weekend, April 17th at PrideStyle Pro out of this world.
He's got it. Foresight is 2020, and Chris Nasty sees everything coming. What a genius.
But take nothing away from 𝗪𝗛𝗥𝗜.
He's a savant.
His reputation precedes him. And
There's
that
Sonico.
same reputation he's built at PrideStyle